Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, the Democratic National Conventions continues. And they thought the first day it was a little too dark. I mean, it was like, somebody said it was like abortion Appaloosa. I mean, it was crazy. Abortion, abortion, abortion. Like, let's celebrate the killing of babies. I mean, it went a little too far. Last night, they shifted gears a little bit. We had Miss Kamala Harris speak, and Miss Kamala Harris gave a terrible speech. Yuck, yuck. He blew his moment. And then we had Barack Obama, who got to mock Donald Trump, who, by the way, Donald Trump said he's a nice guy. He was gracious. Then we had Michelle Obama speak, more the same. By the way, you can like take something and just say that kind of sums up Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama, never forget this, she was never proud of America until her husband got elected president. Hated America. Then what did she do? She milked that first lady job, concerts and dinners and entourages on trips all over the freaking world. She milked it out. And what was her big policy issue as first lady? She killed school lunches. Remember what she did to school lunches? That was Michelle Obama. Trump, meanwhile, was campaigning in Michigan and hitting good old Kamala on the crime issue. Trump also announced that he would be against the current EPA power plant rules, which is killing energy in this country. Chuck Schumer gave a speech too, and this is kind of hilarious. He was anti-Semitism while the anti-Semitists were protesting outside. Funny. Kamala, she would snap up the patents of pharmaceutical companies if they could do that. That's kind of scary, isn't it? Good old Kamala would snap up your patent. Comrade Kamala, as Trump has coined the phrase. She is Comrade Kamala.
So for any drug where they fail to play by our rules, and if that drug came about because of federal funding for what's called R&D, research and development, I will snatch their patent so that we will take over. And yes, we can do that. Yes, we can do that. Yes, we can do that. It's the question is, do you have the will to do it? I have the will to do it.
32,000 illegal minors have been lost by Joe Biden's administration. You think that wasn't on purpose? Think about that. They talk about all minors. 32,000, we don't even know where the hell they are. Crazy. Trump said he stands by and he's proud that under his administration with his Supreme Court, Roe v. Wade was reversed. Folks, just remember, all Roe v. Wade did and the reversal of the case and the decision was it sent it back to the states. States can do what they want. Travel. More and more people are canceling travel. What's that say about the economy? Lowe's and Home Depot says people aren't moving. So home remodeling products, unless you're Jamie Spindley's house, which is a sinkhole of home improvements that he works on every day, right, Jamie? Yeah. But Lowe's and Home Depot says they're flat because people aren't moving. Think about that. We add that to everything else. They're not vacationing, they're not home improving, electric bills, grocery bills, gas bills, on and on and on. And they want you to vote for 4 more years of this. Florida primary. Rick Scott won, Matt Gaetz won. I got to check out my buddy Adam Goldstein to see how his candidates did. DNC versus the border. You would think watching this, like they're tough on immigration, blah, blah, blah. It's insane. Trump apparently is planning on going to border to make a point. Big shrink. More and more people are pulling in their wallets at shopping, retail, groceries, and they're calling it the big shrink. Non-compete agreements. A federal judge says that the ban on non-compete agreements that Biden tried to say is illegal. By the way, I'm going to tell you something about non-compete agreements. I've been on both sides of them. The way the law isn't all bad. They have to be rational in time frame, and they have to be rational in geographical distance. It makes sense. If you employ somebody and they got secrets, you need to protect yourself. All right, Tim Mellon, a big billionaire guy, is donating $50 million to a super PAC. Let's go. We need our billionaires to beat their billionaires. It's the way it is. All right, the Democrats, they're scheming. You know why they want all these illegals? They want them to be voters as soon as possible. It's sick. And probably should have led with this. This is probably the biggest news from yesterday. RFK Jr.'s running mate publicly announced that they either can stay in or they might throw in with Trump. And Trump says he'd offer him a cabinet position. You know what? When you look at the margins of this race, and you got a guy who's polling 5% and he is a Democrat, and he throws in with you, man, that could make a difference. Could it not? A big difference. Let's hope RFK does it. Can't make it up. We, the American people, see, it's always us. We have paid $3 billion for food stamps for non-citizens. $3 billion. Healthcare, educate. It's insane. Biden-Harris, they want non-citizens to get Obamacare. 28% of Americans are looking for new jobs. It's the highest amount of percentage for a long, long time. What's that tell you about the economy? And it gets back to climate change and DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion. It's amazing to me the amount, we $35 trillion in growing in debt. I mean, and we've got them worried about this BS climate, diversity, equity, inclusion. And Kamala Harris is a diversity, equity, inclusion candidate for president. No doubt about it. Car insurance has gone up 15 to 20% in California, 50%. Add that to the equation. Meanwhile, FBI says car thefts are up 40%. And when they say crime has gone down in America, folks, the spike came from these democratic cities, New York, Chicago, LA, etc. Major crime spikes. Oh, and now it comes down. They act like they're defeating crime. Really? Are people going to be that stupid? Trump's going to travel the border during the convention to say, hey, look, this is the real deal. What's going on here? And a former student of Walt says he's a full-blown communist. You know, our VP guy who got married on the anniversary of the Tiananmen Square, the guy that went to China 20 times, taught over there, speaks Chinese. Doesn't own anything. We're going to elect a communist ticket. How can America do that? And Donald Trump is going to do a Fox News town hall since Kamala will not debate him on Fox News. By the way, one debate's going to be enough. Going to be enough. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. I'd like to thank my producer for putting all these clips together. It was a long show today. Ladies and gentlemen, American Jury and Bulldog Nation, I forgot the Shakespearean insult on the Eric Deters Show, so here you get it. Don't be a beslurbering, naughty-pated varlet. Well done, Jamie Spindley. All right, 25-year-old woman shot Short Vine and Liberty intersection. It never stops, does it? Kroger checkouts are becoming more of a problem. People leaving full grocery carts saying, I'm out of here. And I go to the Independence Kroger's here when I do some shopping. My wife does our grocery shop. You go there, it's more and more self-checkouts, baby. They're gearing it up. Can't find a body? It's irritating. I'm old school. I want a person. Middle school teacher got drunk. Everything's happened down in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Tamara Mauser got drunk. You know what? Teaching middle schoolers would drive you to drink, wouldn't it, Spindley? Yes. I support her, by golly. Amy Acton, Dr. Amy Acton, the HR, or the Health and Human Resources Ohio representative during COVID, is thinking about running for governor. Missing Villa Hills woman has been found safe. Jody Carte, glad she was found safe. And the Cincinnati Open broke an attendance record. 210,000 people approximately attended. Good for them. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. I hope today is yours.
This is Jamie Spindley. You're watching Eric Deters World News, the latest world headlines. A suspected serial killer in Kenya accused of murdering and dismembering 42 women has escaped from his jail cell in Nairobi. The 33-year-old suspect, Colin Jemay Kalusa, fled along with 12 other detainees. The world Health Organization WHO has emphasized that Mpox, a viral infection currently spreading in Central Africa, is not comparable to COVID-19, despite declaring Mpox a public health emergency of international concern. Last week, officials, including Europe Regional Director Hans Klug, reassured the public that global health authorities have a strong understanding of the virus and how to control it from spreading. In other news, Russian forces have announced the capture of Nea York, a small town in eastern Ukraine. The town's capture is part of Russia's ongoing military efforts to advance toward larger populations centered in the Donetsk region. And the Gulf Stream, a tanker responsible for a significant oil spill off Trinidad and Tobago in February, has been successfully refloated. The vessel, found capsized with no crew on board, was refloated. The ship will now undergo inspection by divers before being towed away. Authorities have yet to identify who was responsible for the incident, as no emergency calls were made. That's all I have for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Cheerio.
Ladies and gentlemen, American jury and Bulldog Nation, how you like my shirt? 2 of the 3 ladies at the office today, not my producer, complimented me on my shirt. A little different. I'm usually a white shirt guy, white. Got burgundy on. Nice shirt. Color of royalty. All right, let's get with sports. You can't make this up. To watch every football game that you want to watch this year, pro football, to subscribe to everything you got to subscribe to see the games will cost you this year $1,387.69. That's the direct ticket. That's the buy this, all the platforms that they're using. Peacock. That is nuts. And you know why they're doing it? They know we are addicted and will do it. Blue Jays 10, Reds 3. Reds pitching only gave up 5 homers. Jack Collinsworth, canned by NBC to do Notre Dame. It wasn't clear to me if he's been canned, period. But he's not going to be doing Notre Dame football. Chris Collinsworth's son. Aaron Rodgers had to come out and say he wasn't gay. He's always had a hot girlfriend. I liked what he did. He hit it head on out front. I'm not gay. Good for you, Aaron Rodgers. I never thought you were gay in the first place. Alabama has inking the number 1 running back for 2025 in the country. Bezos is interested in the Celtics. Hey, Bezos, why don't you buy Eric Deters Media for $1 billion? Candelaria, the Reds baseball players, played first, played third, is going to be on the disabled list with a broken toe. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. The Reds this year, injury after injury after injury. Keep them together. Try next year. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Pop Culture. 117-year-old woman pictured here has passed away. She was the oldest living woman. Jamie, do you believe it? I'm 61 years old. If I live to be 117, which is not beyond a realm of possibility, both my parents are about ready to be turned 94, right? So I got some good genes, and I take care of myself. 117 would mean that I'd have 56 more years left. That's wild.